Rebecca. So today I'm just going to be filming a book haul that I was meant to have filmed months ago. I haven't sat down and filmed anything in ages. I've just been like really busy because I'm actually going to be moving house soon and I've just got like a lot going on. I've just been putting off filming this book haul, but I have quite a few books that I would like to show you guys. I got most of these for my birthday, but I've also picked up a few in different ways. So I just thought I would show you what I got and I'm just really excited. So I'll just get into talking about the books. So one that I got that actually wasn't for my birthday, I recently went home to Belfast and I bought two books, one of which didn't actually end up fitting in my suitcase, but I bought The Idiot by Fyodor Dostoevsky. So I'll just like leave like a little picture of that up here. But this is one that I heard a lot about and I haven't ever read a Russian classic before, but I have been really wanting to get into it ever since I read The Secret History. I heard that a lot of people who enjoy The Secret History liked The Idiot. I decided that's the first one that I'm going to start off with because it isn't as long as some of the others as well, so I thought maybe that's a good place to start off with. I'm actually not sure what The Idiot is about and I don't have it with me, so I don't have anything to read off the back of it, but I am really excited to read that one just because it'll be my first ever Russian classic. But I'll leave the link below if you do want to check out exactly what the plot is, because I can't remember what it is, but I'm really excited for that one. The other one that I got while I was in Belfast is one that I'm actually currently reading. I was reading Misery by Stephen King at the time, but it was just like depressing me, like it just wasn't the vibes. So at the time I just wanted to pick up something a bit more fun, so I decided to get Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I'm still reading this. I've been in like a massive reading slump and I've genuinely barely read anything over the last like 2 months, to be honest, but I'm currently on page 160 of this one. I'm not really sure what I'm thinking so far, but I'll obviously give my full thoughts in a wrap up whenever I have finished this one. Basically, if you don't know what Magnolia Parks is, it's like a romance series. It follows a large group of friends who are all rich and it's basically like Gossip Girl vibes. This one is following Magnolia and BJ and they used to like date whenever they were younger, and it's like this like toxic relationship where they can't seem to actually get out of this like bad situation where they just keep on like hurting each other and that kind of thing. There is a bit of a fake dating trope that gets introduced and stuff. So yeah, that's what it's about. It's kind of cringy, but it is like fun, and I'll give like full thoughts whenever I'm finished with it because I am only on page 160. That's that one. So another one that I got this was actually one that I was given for my birthday. So this is one that Emily sent me over at Emily Kathleen Reads. I will leave her channel in the description if you want to check out her channel. So she got me The Do's and Donuts of Love. I'm really excited to read this one because I really enjoyed Honey and Issue's Guide to Fake Dating. I read that a couple of months ago and I absolutely loved it. I just really want to read this one now. This only came out a couple of months ago. I think it actually might have just come out at the beginning of the summer. So I'm really excited to read this one. It's basically about two girls who end up going on a baking competition, like a TV baking competition. She actually finds out that her ex-girlfriend is also going to be on the show. So I think like it just comes from there, and I think there's probably like maybe a second chance romance, I don't know, but I'm really excited to read this one, so thank you Emily for getting me this. So another book that I got, I think I just like bought for myself around the time of my birthday. By the way, my birthday is in July. I actually haven't said that yet, so quite a few months ago now. I have been meaning to film this for literally ages, but one that I bought myself around then was Bunny by Mona Awad. I have read All's Well by her, but I haven't read Bunny, and I know that I think Rouge just came out, but I'm really excited to read this one. She writes like kind of strange novels. The narrative is like strange. You can't really tell what's real and what's not, and I think this one is meant to have like the same kinds of vibes because that's what like All's Well is. So this one is about a girl called Samantha and she's at Warren University, and essentially there's this like clique of girls and they all call each other Bunny. This girl Samantha ends up like roped into this like weird clique slash like cult like group, and it just like follows from there. I'm really excited to read this because I think it also has a kind of dark academia vibes. So the next book that I got was actually gifted to me by Atlantic Books, and thank you so much to Atlantic Books for sending me this. So that is Calla by Colin Walsh. I still haven't got around to this yet. I know that it has just come out, but as I said, there's just been like a lot of stuff going on right now and I unfortunately just haven't got around to this one. This one is a thriller. It was sent to me because it's meant to be for fans of Donna Tartt, and since I have talked a lot about the secret history on my TikTok, which I will link down below. I'm just called Rebecca Books over there as well though, if you want to find me there. But I do talk a lot about the secret history on my TikTok, and they reached out to me because of that, and because this is meant to be like that similar kind of vibe and feeling. This one is a thriller, and I believe it's about a friend group. One of them ends up going missing, and it's just like the story of that, and it's just like a thriller that follows it from there. But I'm really excited to read this one. It was also really cool because I didn't realize that it was going to be signed by the author, so that was like a really nice surprise. And they also left like a little like Colin Walsh postcard, which is really cute, and a bookmark as well. It has a quote from Calla on the back of it, and it says, "Sometimes I think of who we were back then when she was with us. We were such a force. What happened to her?" It's just like really cool. It's like really pretty as well, and it was really nice to get a finished copy as well. It's just like a really pretty hardback. So thank you again to Atlantic Books for sending me this. I'm so excited to get around to it. The next book that I got, this one was actually for my birthday, and my boyfriend bought me this, and that is Happy Place by Emily Henry. I know I'm a bit late to get into this because it was like really hyped over the summer, but I still haven't got around to it, and I'm kind of sad that I went into a reading slump. I probably shouldn't have tried to read Misery because that like put me into a slump, but like loads of like stuff just like started to happen like all at once. I just ended up putting like a lot of reading to the side, so it probably wasn't like Misery's fault. This is a second chance romance, and it's just about a couple who have to go on a holiday, and like even though they've broken up, they have to still pretend that they're still together. It sounds like really good, but yeah, I was really happy to get this one because I really wanted the hardback. It's just so pretty. I really love it. I love the colours. So the next book I also got for my birthday, and that was from my parents, and this one is A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J Maas. So I have got up to A Court of Mist and Fury, so I do want to read this one to see what I think of it. I did really enjoy Akamath, but it's like so far I'm still preferring Throne of Glass, but I do really want to see what happens next. It was a few months ago that I read Akamath, but I'll definitely be reading this soon, especially because it's getting into autumn. I feel like it's the perfect time to get back into fantasy, and it's so nice. I haven't got any of the other ones in hardback, so I'm going to have to like go back and like get Akatar and Akamath in these covers, and then start like getting hardback for the rest of the series, because these are just like so nice, and I love that it's pink. Like it's just so cute. So I was like really happy with this one. I'm sure like everybody knows what this is about, but this is the third in the Akatar series. It's basically just fantasy romance with fae and magic. I'm pretty sure it's actually a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but you can't really tell that whenever you're going like forward. But yeah, it's really good, and I'm really excited to continue with this series. So the next book that I got is actually a play, and this one also was from Emily, and that is The Tempest by Shakespeare. These are the Oxford World Classics, which are my favourite editions of Shakespeare, because you can get like obviously other good editions, but these are my favourite ones because they tell you a lot about the edits and the original edits, and they also give you like some translations of more of the complicated words, and they just give you a lot more insight into the context while reading it without it being like a direct translation. It just gives you that bit of background knowledge as you go through, but it's like really easy to read. It's not like distracting. It's just like really good. And whenever I did my English Lit degree, these are the editions that we were told to get, because apparently these have the best academic input in them. These are the ones that I love to read from, and they have like really nice just like feeling pages. They're meant to have some of the best introductions out of all Shakespeare editions. I'm thinking about reading like a lot more Shakespeare and just like actually incorporating that into what I read, because I love it so much, but I end up putting it off because it's not like a popular book or like anything like that. But I just like really want to start reading Shakespeare again because of like how much I enjoy it, and I've never read The Tempest. So thank you so much to Emily for getting me this, and I'm definitely going to be reading this one soon. I'm so excited to get to it. The next book I also got for my birthday. This one was sent to me by Rhiannon over at Welsh Reader. I'll link her channel in the description below, and that was After You Had Gone by Maggie O'Farrell. I'm not actually sure what this one is about, but this one I put on my wish list because I really like Maggie O'Farrell. Hamnet is one of my favourite books, and I did really enjoy The Marriage Portrait as well. I just really like Maggie O'Farrell's writing. It kind of feels like you're reading a fairy tale. I just really like that. There's other writers that I've read who people like describe them as writing as if it's a fairy tale, but I don't enjoy it as much. But there's something about Maggie O'Farrell's writing that I just like really like. It just suits my tastes, and it just like suits what I like. And she also does a lot of like historical fiction, but she does a lot of research into it, and it's always like something like very different and something that like I had never heard of or read of before. I don't think that's the case for this one, but it still makes me just like want to read it. But I'm not sure what it's about, so I'll just just read the back of it because I think this is the first time I'm actually going to find out what this is about. So it says, Alex Rakes boards a train at King's Cross to visit her sisters in Scotland. Hours later, she steps into the traffic on a busy London road and is taken to hospital in a coma. Who or what did she see in Edinburgh that made her return so suddenly? Was the accident a suicide attempt? And what exactly do her family waiting at the bedside have to hide? Sliding between different levels of consciousness, Alice listens to the conversations around her and begins sifting through recollections of her past and of a recently curtailed love affair. That actually sounds so good. Thank you so much, Rhiannon, for sending me this. I'm so excited to get around to it. I'm really excited to see what happens. It sounds like a book where you have to like piece together what is actually going on. So that'll be like really interesting, and I'm really excited to see how Maggie O'Farrell does that with her like writing style. I'm really intrigued. So I can't wait to read this one. Another book that I got, this was also from my birthday and it was also from my boyfriend, and that is Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. I am so excited for this. I know that this came out a few months ago and it was so hype. As I said, things just got like quite chaotic the last couple of months and I didn't end up getting around to this, but of course it's not necessarily that much of a summer read, so I'll definitely be able to get around to this one soon. Now that I'm finally getting back into reading, I'm just so excited to read this one, and I'm so glad that I got the hardback. I asked for the hardback specifically and it has the eyes inside as well. I'm just like so excited to get around to this one. What I know about this book is it's meant to look into like the realities of publishing and how publishing can be quite like selective. I'm pretty sure it's about an Asian character who is quite a successful author, but then she suddenly dies and somebody ends up stealing her work. I think it's like a white person ends up like stealing her work and like pretends that it's hers, and it's just about bringing attention to realities of publishing and like certain like harmful areas of publishing. I think it's told through a thriller and like through satire. So I'm just really excited to read this, and this will be my first R.F. Kuang book, and it's not that long either. It's a relatively small book. It's only around 300 pages, which is small for the books that I usually read. Let me know if you have read this as well. I know that like most people enjoyed this, so I'm kind of intrigued for people's thoughts. The final book that I got was one that I bought myself, and this was in a second-hand bookstore that I found this, and that is Richard III by Shakespeare. I have seen this play before, but I've never read it, and I really enjoyed the play, so ever since then I have really wanted a physical edition of it so that I can actually read the play. And again, it's another Oxford World's Classics. I've had this on my wish list on Amazon for probably years now, and a lot of the time it's out of stock, so I was just like really happy whenever I saw it in the bookstore. It's in pretty good condition and it was only like £2. It was like perfect. Richard III and the history of Richard III really does intrigue me. I'm really excited to read this one and just like refresh my memory of it. I'm just really happy I found this one. So that's it for this book haul. I know that I was in a weird spot today. I just decided to like sit down comfortable on my bed and just do this like kind of more of a relaxed vibe. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Sorry if I didn't do a very good job at describing some of these books, but I can't wait to get around to them. Thank you so much again to anybody who gifted me the book. I'm so grateful for that. Now I'm just gonna have to try and not buy any more books and actually read the ones that I have. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like it, then please leave a thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't already. If you would like, then please leave me a comment. Let me know if you've read any of these books, what you think of them, whether you liked or disliked them, or if there's any books that you're currently reading that you think I should maybe go and buy, because I probably will. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.